We're crossing major projects off of our building to-do list with one goal in mind.
We're getting rid of the man lift.
We have 2 big windows to install on our own, but after some much-needed practice,
We can spread our wings and fly and do it on our own.
as we get to work, we're feeling confident until we realize,
We made a big error.
so we buckle down because we have to get the job done.
We have a lot of obstacles stacked against us, but we'll
Persevere.
Through all the setbacks, struggles, and tears, we push forward so one day we'll
Be able to enjoy the wall of windows.
follow along as we build our cabin in the woods. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a moment of the build. Welcome aboard, sir.
Okay, we're at 13 inches.
Okay, that seems more correct.
What else do we need in here? We have the boards.
Pencil?
Okay, if you have a pencil, do you have a measuring device? Okay. And do you have the saw?
Yep.
Ooh, get the multi-tool. If we just go from the corner. Yeah. Looks like it lines up the bad side.
I don't know.
Well, at least it's because we gotta put a little piece in. That seems a little easier-ish.
Welcome back, guys. Today we are working on windows, and we have 2 small guys that are right at the top of our prow front to put in. We have some finish work to do on the windows that we already put in, some spray foam and taping on the outside. And then we're gonna get the stovepipe completely finished with the strapping and the extra 2-foot section on so that the man lift can go away.
Today's big goal is doing that finish work on the prow front.
Yeah.
Getting the 2 tiny triangles in for sure.
We have a really nice day today, and tomorrow we're supposed to get some rain, so we're gonna try to do some interior work, some finish work, and then try to finish up the window project on Wednesday, which is 2 days from now.
Yeah, and we still have 2 big windows to put in after our help from Cameron. So we're going to be attempting that in this episode and hopefully successfully completing that no problem. I think we've got a plan in place, and definitely having a 3rd person along for those first 6 is always a good confidence booster, but also a great way to practice because that's one of the hugest parts Ryan and I have found about building your own house. Everything's fumbly when you first start it. And when it's a really big, scary project and it's fumbly,
scary.
That's really scary. So having a third person there makes it easier.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we can spread our wings and fly and do it on our own. The big main goal is that we're getting rid of the man lift. That's the goal.
Just setting the wooden box part onto the step.
Okay. I think I'm in. Okay, I have to lift up.
Sarah just went to go pick up the kids and run a few errands, so while she's gone, we have one more big window that I need her help with to put in. So while she's gone, I'm going to go ahead and finish building the last 2 sills for the windows on the prow front. And then if I have any more time left, I'm gonna do some spray foam insulating around the window sills. That way we'll be ready to put in that last window, and we should be about ready to get everything all trimmed out. So we're getting close, it's getting exciting. Some of this stuff is just really tedious. So kind of ready for this project to be done and just be able to enjoy the wall of windows.
We went to go put in our final window and it doesn't fit. So we're trying to figure out where we can make the rough opening bigger. It's a really hard day.
I just figured we'll go over our measurements again. So what was the side-to-side measurement on the window?
41 5/8.
That was close. Anything to do with us adding this last, like, yeah, that's totally what happened. Basically cut this to make it square. Or take this whole 2x4 out.
Yeah. Totally worked.
Yep. Blame Cameron.
You guys saw that our window did not fit, and We were both really frustrated.
Yep.
And we got up there and we started measuring, and the bottom is the right width and the top is not the right width, which is the problem we were running into when we were trying to put it in. So then we started looking farther, and we realized we were building the second half of the prow front, that the first half of the prow front was missing a 2x6. So we put it in and we measured the rough opening when we put it in, and everything was okay, but it was gonna be tight, but we had only measured the bottom. So we made a big error, and we don't have enough space for the window opening, so now we have to take out the 2x6.
Yeah, luckily there's two 2x6s on that frame, and the frame that's holding up the windows isn't structural. It's basically a big space to just hold the windows.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's an issue in taking out one of those 2x6s. I think we'll probably rip it down in half, so have like a 3/4 inch board, and then just put it back up, and that should give us the space on the top that we need to make it in. But we've already attached the sheeting, we've already caulked the outside, all ready for the window to go in, and now we have to kind of go back to framing a little bit before we can put this last window in. And we were on the last window, basically, and now having to kind of not start over, but like do stupid stuff because of a stupid mistake. It just sucks.
Really frustrating. And we all know that we have the man lift and we're trying to get it out of here by the end. We basically have like a week left with it, a week and a half.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, we had it all lined up perfectly, like this is gonna go just fine. We'll probably be able to call them next week, tell them we're done. And this is just one more thing that holds us back. So it's just a big bummer all around. But there's nothing we can do except for fix the problem so we can get the window in. And then we're also battling rain that just keeps coming and going and coming and going. So we have a lot of obstacles stacked against us, but we'll
persevere.
We'll get it done, because that's the only choice when you have a whole house in pieces laying all over your land that you need to turn into a house. So, all right, we're gonna go cover the window because some rain is coming, and start taking apart this framing.
They almost were like pounding the thing into the wood to get the nail out.
Get the nail out, yeah. Then we can sit on some heated seats. Did another one already come out?
Yeah, a couple of them have come out a little. Can you grab the big pry bar?
Okay, last you guys saw us, we were taking apart the framing for the window that did not fit. We almost have that framing out, so we are getting out kind of late today, but we're gonna get some progress made. We're gonna take off that piece that Ryan took all the nails out. We're gonna get that out, and we're gonna get the tiny triangle window up that goes up above, so we can get that side done by tomorrow morning and keep making progress towards the end goal of having the whole front done. Going in? Yeah.
We wanted to take a break from the build to talk about something that's been on our mind. After our most recent storm where we lost power, we've been thinking a lot more about emergency preparedness. During the storm, we were worried if we'd had access to the town closest to us because of landslides and because of downed trees. I'll be real with you, when we lived in the suburbs, this was not something that was on our minds. Now that we've moved and we're farther away from help, we want to be proactive and be more prepared.
And that's why we're so happy to be partnering with today's sponsor, 4 Patriots.
4 Patriots is a family-owned business whose mission is to champion freedom and self-reliance. They offer high-quality emergency preparedness and outdoor adventure products that empower Americans with the peace of mind that comes from being ready for anything, just like the recent storm we experienced.
We're so happy to add these 4 Patriot items to our emergency preparedness kit. With the solar powered generator, we have a reliable source of power that isn't reliant on gasoline.
In our most recent storm, we quickly realized that when our power goes out, our well doesn't work. We filled all of our water jugs before the storm came, but we almost ran out of our water before PUD was able to restore our power. That got us thinking that we needed to add some sort of water filtration system to our emergency preparedness kit so we can actually filter the water from our creek that runs on our land. I never worried about running out of food during a storm at our old house because we had a huge pantry. That's not the case anymore, and during our last storm, we creatively ate our way through the trailer pantry.
Those worries are completely gone now that we're set up with 4 Patriots' 3-month food supply.
These dehydrated meals will work in an emergency situation, or we can take them out with us for a weekend backpacking trip.
We're so happy to be partnering with 4 Patriots today.
And whether you live in the city or in the country, emergency preparedness is something you should never take lightly. If you're ready to add to your emergency preparedness kit, then we'd love for you to check out the link in our description to 4 Patriots. They offer so many amazing options and have become a trusted leader in the preparedness and health space, helping millions of customers and partnering with everyone from former Navy SEALs to outdoor enthusiasts to everyday families looking for peace of mind. Check out the link in the description of this video to start your own emergency preparedness kit or add to it.
Now let's get back to work. All right, today windows
Are getting done.
We're gonna tackle these last windows. They've been giving us so much problems. And we're gonna have to make some minor alterations. I already cut out a piece of the sheathing so that the window will fit, and I think it'll be fine now. And then we have one of our small windows up at the very top of the prow, and I think it's gonna require a little bit of modification too. And then after that, all we have is the braces on the stove, and we can send this man lift back from where it came from.
Okay, we have the rough opening cut to the size we need to get our window into place. Ryan is up on the man lift right now putting the caulking in, and then we'll load up the window and head up together so we can install it. Fingers crossed that it goes in no problem for us.
Okay, call that good.
Now we just have one more tiny window.
Tiny window.
Tiny window just fit.
The good news is we got our big window to fit. The bad news is we still need to fit one of our tiny triangle windows in. So we're both really tired today and we're both really hungry. So we're gonna call it a night, go eat some food, and maybe come back to this tomorrow, but the weather is not supposed to be on our side. But maybe for this little window we could get in here and figure it out. So we're just gonna have to come in and figure out how to make the rough opening bigger and still have the correct support. So
Yeah. It's like 1/8 of an inch off.
yeah, it is so close. We brought it up to dry fit it and it just was so close.
We're really hoping to have this as a win for the end of the day.
Yeah, and just be done with the window wall. We were like, that would be so awesome. But that's not how it worked. So we'll figure it out. We'll get it in there. Or worst case scenario, we just put plastic sheeting on that portion of our window wall.
That's alternative too.
Yeah, so that's an alternative we could go with as well. All right, we'll see you soon.
Today, we're working on getting the chimney pipe secured, and we unwrapped all of the supplies and the hardware to get these installed and supported, and we noticed we're missing one stainless steel screw. So Sarah is running to the hardware store. I'm gonna get as much prep work done as I can until we get to the point where we need that screw, and then hopefully Sarah will be back by the time we need it. We also ordered an extra 24-inch length of chimney pipe. Unfortunately, the one that I ordered off Amazon was the galvanized version and not the stainless steel. But fortunately, I had ordered a second one that I didn't think was going to be here in time that got delivered to Tractor Supply. So Sarah's also going to stop by there, pick up that one from Tractor Supply, and then we'll just send the other one back to Amazon. So I'm gonna get busy and see if I can get everything accomplished and done before Sarah gets here, and then it should be a simple install once she comes back with the hardware. Okay, so I'm up here on the man lift getting these extensions installed, and the extensions are required anytime your chimney pipe is greater than 4 feet above the exit of the roof. And since our total stack above the roof is going to be right around 10 feet, we're going to have two extensions, one at 4 feet and then one at 8 feet. So I'm just getting these in place, and then Sarah will be back with the hardware and we'll be able to lock these in. Okay.
final day working on the windows, right?
Hopefully. We got this one stupid little triangle window.
Yep.
And our rough opening was too small. So first thing we're gonna try is we're gonna try to take off the sill tape. I don't think I got the tape all the way to the edges. And most of the time that's okay because we have enough room. But on this one, we need every millimeter we can get.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the sill tape off, dry fit it, see if it works then. And if it does work, then we'll be extra careful putting the sill tape back on. If it doesn't work, then we're gonna have to take off some framing, expand our rough opening just a little bit,
Yep.
and then it'll fit.
We're really hoping we don't have to go with that second option because it's gonna take quite a bit of time, but it has to be done correctly. And I know some of you are probably being like, why weren't your rough openings correct the first time? Remember, we're total amateurs. We've never built a house before. And when we were building that side of the prow front, we were like racing,
Yeah.
and which wasn't a good place to be. And we were racing and the roofers were here and they were working on the roof and they were like, we need the man lift. We need you to bring us materials. You got to finish that up. So looking back, I can totally see why we made a mistake. We were
Yeah.
rushing.
Yeah, we just weren't
were
double
freaked
checking
out. So, you know, it is what it is. And now we've got to
And
fix
we
it.
feel lucky that, you know, nine
That's
out of
the
the 10
only one.
windows went in.
Yeah. Well, 8 out of the 10 because we totally showed the other one too, not going in. But yeah, that's not bad. That's more than 50%. We totally got like a B on this assignment. So I'm okay with that.
We made sure that the chimney pipe was plumb and level. Everything looked great there. So we're done with that project. The last thing we need the man lift for is this little window. So we're gonna go kick it out.
Get
We're
it
gonna go
done.
knock it out, get it done, and say sayonara, man lift.
Yes. Feel good to get that out of here. When you get in the man lift, you swing in. I didn't know that for like the first month and a half that we had it. I was always like kind of cautiously climbing in.
Oh, and then you probably saw Aaron.
I did. I was like, oh, look at them getting in and out of a man lift. That's how you're supposed to do it.
There is a nail here. We're on to Graceland.
And we're gonna do that from the inside.
I think so.
Do you think we're gonna have to cut a longer piece?
No, I'm just gonna shim it.
Shim it. When a problem comes along, you must shim it. I feel safer already. Yay! I'm so happy.
No windows broken.
Nope. We got them all in. Took us a few tries. We did it.